Good evening, everyone, and welcome to from the Hurt to Heal podcast tonight. I am so glad you all could join. Tonight, I will have a special guest. Her name is Cynthia Perez. She's going to be a little late, so since we have a little extra time, um, I thought I would come on and share something about the products that I have coming out and some things that I'm doing with my business until she can possibly get on. So I thought I would share something very personal and close to my heart, the story behind Bloom Again Wellness and why I started creating Bloom Again products. Many people see the products, the branding, and the beautiful packaging, but they don't always know the deeper purpose behind it. Bloom Again Wellness was born from a season of healing. There were times in my life when I poured into everyone else while neglecting myself. Like many women, I wore multiple hats: business owner, leader, caregiver, friend, mentor, and somewhere along the way, I realized I needed to intentionally make space for me owning my own healing and wellness journey. So Bloom Again is more than body oil, safe self-care products, or wellness collections. It's a reminder that no matter what life has brought your way, you can bloom again. You can bloom after a heartbreak. You can bloom again after disappointment. You can bloom after loss. You can bloom after setbacks. And you can bloom after years of putting yourself last. One of the things I noticed was the wellness often focuses on physical, but true wellness involves the mind, the body, and spirit. I wanted to create products that encourage people to slow down, breathe, reflect, pray, and reconnect with themselves. Every product is intentionally designed to create an experience. Now, encourage men to embrace themselves, to realize their strength. The Queen Collection was created to remind women of their value, beauty, and resilience and power. Together, these collections represent healing, new renewal, and personal transformation. Bloom Again Wellness aligns perfectly with the message of the podcast because From Hurt to Heal is about helping people move from the pain into purpose. So I am definitely excited tonight. I have Cynthia coming in now, so let's get her to join in. Hello, Cynthia. How are you?
Hi, Susan. I am blessed. How are you?
I am doing well. So let's go ahead and get started since we got Cynthia's sister, my sister and Cynthia in. So everybody knows that my name is Vicky B, and I am excited. Focus on healing, resilience, purpose, and transformation. Tonight, we have some feedback from somewhere. I apologize. So tonight's guest is someone who embodies the true meaning of overcoming adversity, turning challenges into opportunities. Cynthia Perez is the Executive Director of Phoenix Rising Travel Services in Reliant Access Mobility Incorporated. Her story is one of courage, determination, and refusing to allow life's obstacles to define her future. Cynthia, thank you for joining us this evening, and we appreciate you joining us. So why don't you tell everybody in your own words who Cynthia Perez is?
Well, let me just say, I want to give all glory and honor to God for allowing me to be here. Thank you for opening your platform and inviting me. Um, I am not one that likes to be in the forefront. So this has been in the works. I think when you first told me about it, um, so I'm glad to say that I am finally here. So, who is Cynthia Perez? Cynthia Perez is a single parent to a teenage son. Um, I love my son to death. He is my life, my world, next to God, who is the head of my life and the purpose of my being. And without God, there would be no Cynthia. I think this is the best way to say who Cynthia is. I am also the last of 10 children, born to a single mom in the British Virgin Islands, Tortola to be exact. When I tell people that I am from the Virgin Islands, they automatically assume that I am from the U.S. Virgin Islands, but we have a British and a U.S. Virgin Islands, and I am from the British side that is governed by the United Kingdom. Um, Being born, I was a chubby child, and I don't know if you can see my eyes because I'm getting back that baby fat. And my eyes would be closed when I smile, but they're open. I can see. And they will call me Black Chinese. Um,
I'm a perfect imperfection, a work in progress. Every day I'm learning. Through the cracks and scars I wear, your mercy keeps the fire burning. Trying to stay on your path, but I'm human, I might sway. You pull me back with patience, guide me gently day by day. 'Cause your grace is real, your mercy is the light I find. In every stumble, your love reminds me I'm yours, and I'm divine. Being loved by you is bigger than the words can say. I'm held in your hands, and I'm finding my way. Your understanding pours through the storms in my mind. When I doubt the roads I'm on, you show me the truth I'll find. I never knew love could be this real, so steady and true. You see the end from the start, and you still choose me too. 'Cause your grace is real, your mercy is the light I find. In every stumble, your love reminds me I'm yours, and I'm divine. Being loved by you is bigger.
All right, Cynthia, you good?
I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't know what happened. I
That's,
don't know what happened there, but
that's
let's
fine.
hope
We're gonna keep it going.
that we got it right this time.
So let's get started. So your journey from living with sickle cell disease is developing tropical spastic paraplegia. Is that correct?
Paraplegia, yes.
To becoming a successful entrepreneur is truly remarkable. What motivated you to keep going forward despite the challenges?
Well, I like to tell people that travel is in my DNA. I think I was born to travel. Um, I don't know how to keep still. If I stay in one place for too long, I get bored. I told my mom that I was going to travel the world. And her response was, how was I going to do that? I said I was going to become a stewardess back in the 70s. That's the name that was used. Um, Today it's a flight attendant for you newbies. Um, because I just wanted to see things. At that time, I was able-bodied, that you would say, but I was walking. I was able to walk on my own, and I saw that line of work as my future, and it was my escape to see the world. When I became a preteen, that was when we found out that I had sickle cell disease. And at the same time, or shortly after, um, I started having difficulty walking, didn't know what it was. Unfortunately, my mom passed before we even got an answer. It was after her passing that I moved to Worcester, Massachusetts, and there I was diagnosed with tropical spastic paraplegia, which is a deterioration of muscles in the lower extremities. And in spite of it, even though I traveled to find out what was wrong with me, I never gave up hope. I still traveled after returning back home. I traveled back and forth to Massachusetts on my own, um, just to see my doctors, just to say hi and let them know that I was still here. I was still able to walk. Um, at the time, I think my first time going back, I was using a cane, I think, the first time I went back, and by the third time that I went back, I was using a walker, and they were still amazed that I remembered them and kept coming back to see them, and I just knew that this was who I was meant to be. I was meant to travel. I was made to travel. I can't
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So thank you for answering that. Was there a particular moment when you realized that your circumstances would not determine your destiny?
Um, I think it would have to be. Oh my gosh. When I got, yeah.
Okay, she must be having some issues with her connection. So we will give her a few minutes to get back on. You all can just be patient with us. And we apologize for the technical difficulties tonight. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. We just keep moving forward. So give us a few minutes, and I appreciate it. Let's see if we can play some music until we can get Cynthia straight.
Again. You've carried the weight, the world on your shoulders. Walk through the storms, through nights growing colder. But in your reflection, the light's still shining. It's time to heal, it's time to start rising. Yeah. Gentle touch and love that's real. Every step your soul can feel. A sacred space just for you, where every color, every hue is truth. Bloom again, oh bloom again. Let your spirit rise, let your heart beautifully whole. Bloom again, love, bloom again. Each touch, each balm, each whisper of care, crafted with love, with intention to share. From roots to wings, feel your power ignite. You are your own in the day and the night. Gentle touch and love that's real. Every step your soul can feel, a sacred space just for you. Every color, every hue is true. Bloom again, oh bloom again. Let your spirit rise, let your heart mend. Nurture your body, mind and soul. Bloom again and take control. You're seen, you're strong, you're beautifully whole. Bloom again, love, bloom again. Through every trial, every tear, every pain, know your light is rising again. Self-care, restoration, confidence too. Bloom again, wellness is here for you. Bloom again, oh bloom again. Let your spirit rise, let your heart mend. Nurture your body, mind and soul. Bloom again, take control. You're seen, you're strong, you're beautifully whole. Bloom again, love, bloom again. Bloom, 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 bloom again. You are seen, loved and whole, my friend.
All right, Sister Cynthia, we're going to go ahead and continue on.
Okay.
So, as the founder of Phoenix Rising Travel Services, what inspired you to create an accessible travel company? And what gap did you see in the travel industry that needed to be filled?
Well, that is very simple. Um, as I said, that I love to travel. Um, being from the Virgin Islands, a small place, um, a lot of people with disabilities never really went anywhere or did anything or even worked. I was the first person on the island with a physical disability to be employed at one of the major banks on the island. I worked there for 12 years. Um,
Wow.
During my tenure there, many people recognized me for
Okay, she's going through I guess she got kicked off again. So we will wait a few minutes again. So let's do this. Let's do. Let me see if I can find a tribute for Peebo Bryson until we can get Sister Cynthia straight. And I apologize for the technical difficulties. Some things out of your control. So let me see if I can get her back on and get her so we can finish this amazing conversation. Another thing I'm looking forward to while we're waiting, my book comes out June 13th, From Hurt to Heal, 365-day devotional. I am so excited about that because it discusses people being broken and going through the process of becoming healed. It's a scripture, affirmation. You have a place to write information down, whatever resonates with you from that particular passage. I can't wait for you all to check it out. It's coming soon, June 13th. We'll start taking orders for that. So I'm so excited about that. So excited. So let me see how this Sister Cynthia is doing. Hold on for me 1 minute, everyone. Let me see. Let me see if we can finish checking out. And I apologize. Let's see. Okay, so let me just go back in and start telling you all more about Bloom Again and why I did it. So I have a queen collection, a king collection, and I have a prince and princesses collection. So it's for everybody in the family. Um, but Bloom Again aligns perfectly with the message that we have on From Hurt to Healed. And it's about people moving forward and moving from pain into purpose. Healing is not always instant. Sometimes healing happens with one decision, one prayer, one journal, one entry, and one act of self care at a time. That's why Bloom Again Wellness and From Hurt to Heal work hand in hand. So, my prayer is that every person who experiences, excuse me, Bloom Again products is reminded that they are worthy of care, worthy of healing, and worthy of new beginnings. As I often say, your story is not over. What feels like an ending may simply be the beginning of a new session and a new season. So I'm going to just thank you all for spending time with me tonight. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Sister Cynthia come back on another day so you all can hear her story. It's so touching and amazing. I definitely want you all to hear it. So thank you for spending time with me tonight. I appreciate your continued support from Hurt to Heal, Bloom Again Wellness, and for Vet for Mob Services. So be sure to follow us on social media and visit our website to learn more about our products and upcoming events. The website is www.vit4mob.com, vit4mob.com. So until next time, remember, healing is possible, purpose is waiting, and you can bloom again. Good night, everyone, and we will see you again soon. Love you.